Hello folks, time for another video and shave. Yes, well today's a little strange one I think because the gear I kind of picked is kind of not real funky but interesting. Now, I was going through all my samples actually that I have so many samples, but I kind of found this on the bottom of my Stirling samples. This is Deep Blue Sea by Stirling. Now this is when you buy the Stirling samples, they give you so much that you can get like 30 shaves out of them. I have them in this nice little containers that my wife found me a couple of years ago. This is an interesting scent for me because I believe this was tailored off of Blue de Chanel. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I know it's a Chanel fragrance for men. And to me, when I smell this, I was like, you know, I've definitely smelled this scent before. It really reminds me of Reef Point's Test Depth, which was after Cool Water from Davidoff. So this kind of reminds me of Cool Water. Doesn't say that in their description, but I'll actually pop up the scent description for you from Stirling. Boom, there you go. And you can scope it out. Nice scent. I'm not a heavy kind of cologne kind of guy, but it's still very nice. I find this very nice. I don't want to say it's like really aquatic because it's more of that. It's very like sophisticated kind of. So Deep Blue Sea from Stirling today. Okay, Glenn, what's so weird about that? Well, that's not what's weird. I'm using the Twig from Leaf today. Yes, the Twig. I love the Twig, but I have an interesting blade in here. I don't believe I've ever used this blade. Now, I have like 430 some videos on this channel, so I could go searching, but I have I don't know if my camera will pick that up, but I have a rainbow blade in there, which I snapped it in half. It was a full-size DE blade. And that's the package. I believe my buddy Josh sent this to me a while back. It's made by Lord, this blade. I just kind of found it interesting. I'm like, let me try this sucker. All right, so we got let me just make sure it's closed. Got the Leaf Twig all loaded up and ready to rock and roll. We got Stirling's Deep Blue Sea, and I said, you know, I haven't used my Stirling Kong in a while. Big old 27 millimeter synthetic knot there. If you're familiar with the Razor Rock Monster, kind of the same deal. Very nice. I actually won this in a contest about, maybe 4 years ago. But yeah, bowl today. I'm using the Bicrops Bowl that my wife got for me on Amazon, and she put my initial right there. It's kind of a Captain's Choicey looking kind of bowl, except it's a slightly bigger. It's actually nice for these larger knots, like this nice 27 mil. That's a great looking lather. Nice and got that yogurty look. Whew, it's still hot here in New Jersey. Cheers everyone out there. Just spring water with lots of ice. In fact, I had to replenish the ice because while I was in the shower, it all melted by the time I got out. All right, go with some Stirling Deep Blue Sea. Definitely, if you're into those cologne scents, like Creative Ventus and Green Mountain Water kind of deal, this would be right up your alley. Nice big old knot, synthetic knot in this brush. The Stirling Kong. It didn't say Kong on it, but we know. The Stirling Kong. There was a funny post on Facebook the other day. One of the groups. Somebody doesn't like when shaving with a shirt on. Well, my comment to that was, well, you don't have a YouTube channel. And to keep my channel PG, you don't want to be seeing no man boobies. It's been so long since I actually shaved off camera that when I did shave off camera, of course I didn't have a shirt on, so. The Twig by Leaf with that rainbow blade by Lord. So far, seems pretty good. I have a lot of obscure blades that I just don't really use, that I will eventually get to. That's pretty nice. Seems to be mowing it down good. I think this blade is made in Egypt. So I think it said on the back of the package. An Egyptian blade. I'll be able to tell for real when I get under my nose, because that's pretty much the sensitive part of my face. Nice. And I did look on Stirling's website. This scent is still available, the soap. And what's nice is when they send you the sample, when you buy the sample, it's not like they send it to you for free, is most times I've found out that you can peel the label off and they fit pretty nice on those little containers. Or on, you know, whatever container. I like to keep my samples in containers because I don't want them drying out, because I may not get to them for a while. That was very nice. That blade is pretty good in this razor. I should keep track of what blades I put in what razors, but I don't. I think they make an app for that. Somebody says there was an app for that or something like that. I don't remember. Wow, that's nice. And of course it's Stirling, so it's got great slickness. Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. I think Lord also makes the Big Ben blades I have too. I think they make Shark too, I think. So I should just have known that it would be a good blade. Just want to keep the lather from going deep into my ears. All right, so far so good. With the combination of the Twig by Leaf, and like I said in a couple of videos ago, I was thinking about the Thorn, but you know, as I thought about it more and more, I know the Thorn is a little bit more aggressive, but I'm like, this is pretty nice for me. I feel very comfortable with this razor, so. I don't think I'm going to snag a thorn. No pun intended. I can't believe we're in August already. Summer's really flying by. My kids are already like, oh man, we only have another month. And then we have to go back to school. Yes, that's a test for me right there. Under my nose. When I'm going against the grain, that usually tells me how good blades are, because if they're nice and sharp but smooth, I don't feel anything. No, it was really good. That was pretty good, except I almost got lather in my eyeball. Trying to keep the lather out of my ears and of course not in my eyes. Yeah, so far so good. I just have the usual jawline pickups that I usually have to do. I think even if I shaved with a chainsaw, I wouldn't be able to get that on my second pass. Alrighty. That seems to be really good. Oh yeah. Oh yes, nice and BBS right there. All right, gonna empty good old segment. I find out when I empty the sink now, I can take the stopper that I put in there. I put this funky stopper in there now. I can just pull it out. It's got a little push button. And it drains my sink quicker, which is great. Like I said, since this is Stirling, we know we got plenty of slickness there. All right, I got everything soaking wet today, which is kind of normal for me. And I just broke my cardinal rule. I really don't like to wipe down my counter with my Lancaster towel, but I just did it, just on a whim. And I'm wiping that nasty counter water on my face. All right, that was a good old Lancaster towel. Right there. Always hanging right here by me, right by my side. Ready for a shave. I'm gonna use my regular sink towel to get all the nasties. Alrighty. So, oh yeah, good stuff. I got a little weep there, but I think I had a little tiny nick there from my last shave, I think. But yeah, nice. Skin feeling tight. All right, so to recap, that was Deep Blue Sea by Stirling. See how perfect that label fits on that lid? These are little containers. I forgot where my wife picked these up, if it was Amazon, but it's great. It's great for their samples too. It fits in here. We got to kind of mush it in here, but it does fit nice. Deep Blue Sea, which is off of Blue de Chanel, from the Chanel line. I believe my nose picks up a lot of cool water from Davidoff in it, but that's not what it's claimed to be. And we use the Twig from Leaf today, and I will actually pump the blade out so you can see that it is that rainbow. It says rainbow right on it there. Alrighty. I guess that was the Twig by Leaf. Sometimes I say Leaf by Twig. Duh. Good razor. Easy to clean too. All right. Oh, and then there was a rainbow blade in there today by Lord. And I think it said Egypt. I really can't see that, but I think that's what it said. You could scope it out because here's the back. Nice blade. Thanks, Josh, for the blade. And I used the Stirling Kong today. I'm actually going to rinse this off real quick. I know, the water's running. What are you doing, Glenn? Some states are in a drought and you're here wasting water. Well, New Jersey definitely not in a drought because we were getting some rain. Got some good rain this summer. And of course I will rinse this a little bit more later. Just want to show you that big old knot there. Just use the bottom of my shirt to shake it off. But yeah, there we go. Big old 27 millimeter Stirling Kong. Very affordable brush. In fact, this was, I know I won this one, but this was early on in my shavedom. I got this one in my DE shaving. All right, and that was the Bicrops Bowl from Amazon. And my wife stenciled that little G right there, even though it looks like a Y, but it's a G. Oh, my face feels good. Nice and BBS today. All right, like I said, this scent reminds me of Cool Water from Davidoff. So let's go with it. An excuse to pull some good stuff out, right? Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, this almost smells exact. Not gonna say that because that's not what it's claimed to be. But yeah, perfect scent. Sometimes it's hard if you have like a whole bunch of samples. It's not like you have samples and you have to buy the aftershave splash or a bomb for every single scent you have. You know, at least when you have a YouTube channel, you kind of want to keep it there. But that was Davidoff's Cool Water in the aftershave. Good stuff. Alrighty. So if you enjoyed today's Stirling Deep Blue Sea shave, give me that thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit that dislike. Send me an email that I should just pack it up and never shave on camera again. And please subscribe, because we need to reach a number. You know what number that is, so we can have a giveaway. So, stay safe. Stay out of the heat, unless you're one of those people who love to bake in the sun. And yeah, until next shave. Glenn signing off.